The trade ship research has been finished and I already built a first individual ship. So I'm now going to create a new template and then I can set up my courier to grab the mining goods. So it's this Cayman Super Freighter, a well-rounded trade ship design. This is my taxi ship and we are in Pyramid space. I'm doing some passenger transport runs to get a bit more reputation with the Pyramid. So let's see, I'm opening the template manager and adding the Cayman. He just has the shielding, it's all that he really needs. And now we should be able to build some more of them. Starting with 2. We're lacking a bit in crystals, but I believe we should have enough shields for them, so I'm not building the full template, just the ship with the template. So it's grabbing the shields that are already available and equips them. These lasers here are for the Perseus fleet. And as soon as our crystal fab has produced the next batch of crystals, when it's reaching 40%, then an agent will grab them and then we can build the lasers. I also got another crystal fab in the works, so we will be up to 3 to somewhat match our solar plants, even if the solar plants are producing more energy than I will need for those 3 factories. But we also need them to build the satellites once we have enough resources for that factory. So for now, let's see if we can work that courier out. I'm opening the command console of the freighter and then start the courier command. And we want to grab from a ship. So the task is going to be load. The destination is a ship. And I'm selecting the first miner. And we want to grab all crystals, minerals and ore. So it sets the amount to maximum. Just add the task. Do the same thing for the second miner. And the third and the fourth. And then I'm going to designate a drop-off location, so unload at a station. It's going to be my outpost. And it's going to be all crystals, minerals and ore again. Add that task and then we're going to loop that command chain. So he's going through all that orders and then repeat. That's basically it. Now where do I need to go in this sector? We have a bunch of passengers. 49 kilometers away, 24, 30. Yeah, let's go here first. Yeah, the patrols are doing a great job. They already killed some pirates which slipped through to my home system. But most of them don't even make it there, so that really works well. This tug ship here is collecting another bailed pirate ship. So he's also slowly bringing in new designs, just unloads them at the home base and then searches for new abandoned ships. Here we have an invasion in progress. The Teladi are attacking a boron sector. And I think this is close to being conquered. Let's see how many stations are there. Profit Center Alpha. Oh no, they still have all their stations intact, but the Teladi, I believe, have defeated the defending fleet, if there even was one, and now they are proceeding to station destruction, so they are headed somewhere here, maybe a mine. And I relocated my large transport here to maybe get some juicy loot. So I let him follow the Teladi battle group. And that should lead us to some loot drops when these Teladi here destroy a boron station. So that's another great way you can get early resources quite easily. And when those two caimans here are finished, I will set them up as traders or maybe as looters. Let's see. Got more passengers. And I also sent a small scout ship to a boron sector to do some basic missions there, because I decided I want a very large transport ship to buy some ore manually, and for that it is beneficial if you have a transporter which is a standard design, so a TS. But with very large cargo space, so that he can buy more ore at once and profit from the very low price. And the borons have a very large design. They are Dolphin Super Freighter. And I don't really need to research that. Yeah, I'm buying some food here. It's very cheap and we can drop it off at any mining station. Just leave some space for new passengers.
Food preparation facility, computer plant, Alpha.
I'm just flying back and forth between these stations, and this gives very good reputation. Now, the boron design is a very large transport, and we can use that to buy ore very efficiently for very little money. And I don't need to research that because I don't want to build too many of these ships. And we can just buy them from the boron, let them build a few ships of these for us. It's a bit more expensive than if you build these ships yourself, but you don't need the blueprint. But what you do need is some reputation with that faction. So I think we did not interact with the boron at all to this point, so I need to do maybe 1 or 2 missions, and then I can let them build this large freighter that I can then use to buy some cheap ore. Because at the moment I don't have access to any asteroids, so we have to import the ore. Need a lot more to build the second outpost, and then of course also the factories for the second sector. As for the sector location, I'm a bit undecided what to do. Okay, we got another trading mission. Yeah, why not? Can do that.
Food preparation facility, Ladianium foundry, beta. Food preparation Production facility beta.
I'm a bit undecided where I want to expand my second sector. As I said, we don't have really any time constraint because the NPCs will actually wait for the player. At least this is a default setting. You can disable that if you're up for a real challenge, but if you're just playing the standard Mayhem 3 game, then you can take all the time you need and just set up a good early sector, and then I might as well explore the rest of the galaxy before deciding. I really don't care too much about having a consistent territory. That is usually very great if you are setting up a dedicated shipyard and want to use a lot of perks, and then you might want to get a very interconnected cluster of sectors, because then you can benefit from the adjacency bonus perk, which gives you more perk slots for the sector connections. So this would be a nice location to set up a shipyard if we could get the adjacency bonus 3 times. So this would be 2 extra perks for this sector. But the population is not very high, and so it isn't the best production sector anyway, and I also don't really need that, because in this game I need to pay for my outposts, so I should be more carefully when setting them up and really make these sectors count. And I usually go for higher factory support limits so that I can build more factories, because the amount of factories that you own is really the biggest and most important measurement of your potency in this game. And that's why I'm searching primarily for high factory support right now. It will be less important later on, but we are nowhere near on waging war against major factions and taking sectors from them. For example, I have taken a look at the split, and they have very many sectors with high station support. So we have 2 15 sectors here. I think there was even another one in the vicinity. Yeah, here's another one. So we have 3 15 station support sectors right here. So I'm definitely going to wage war against the split at some point and try to take these 3 locations. But that will be in the far future. The main goal is to make the Argans come back sometime. And the best sector I found so far is this one here, with a station support limit of 12. So I'm still undecided what to do. I could also go in this sector. It would mirror my food requirements from the first sector. So these 2 sectors could perfectly support their individual food needs. And this would also be great. And then we also have a bunch of asteroids in here to get our first mining stations online. So that is probably the best choice. But I'm in no rush. So the freighters are finished. Let's see if both have their shielding. Yeah, everything is working fine. So I'm just going to set one up as a looter.
Command accepted.
And I'm going to give him a small escort. This is one of the ships that the tug ship brought home. He has weapons, he has shields, so he can just escort the loot ship when he eventually leaves the outpost. So let's just make him leave for a second, then we can issue the protect order.
Command
and then just restart the worker command. So he's going to be a looter. He will search up to 2 sectors away and grab all the loot he can. And the second trader will be an actual trader worker, so that we can sell our loot a bit quicker. So I have 3 right now. Those 2 started to sell some weapons, and having a third just helps a bit. We still have these 2. Yeah, I'm going to remove one of these Perseuses from the fleet that I'm currently building and let him protect the other trader that we just activated. So let's call this ship Escort. And the trader is already on his way back again to sell energy to those many Teladi crystal fabs, which should make us a decent buck, at least over time. So I'm just assigning this one Perseus to protect the trader. We already have a very good defense in place, so that should be good. Money is slowly growing as we sell our loot. And we just got the crystals to build our lasers for the small Perseus fleet here. And once that is finished, we may be able to set up the first external trading so that we make even more money, because I'm quite satisfied with how many cash I have right now. And that is going to give us a lot more options.